First of all, I would like to praise my heart to speak to teachers, classmates, ladies, and gentlemen. My name is Dylan Ray. I'm the leader of our professional team. Today I'm going to tell you about the topic that says private schools are better than public schools. Before I start to explain my argument, we need to know some keywords first. According to Oxford Dictionary, the word private school is mean a school that receives no money from the government and where the education is paid for by their parents. And the word public school is a free local school paid for by the government. Everyone, do you think private schools are better than public schools?
No.
In my opinion, I think school is a place for training, educating. When you come to school, you have to accept the necessary training, coaching. School is very important. That's why every parent always look for private school, strengthen their kids to grow knowledge and study hard. Even it costs a lot of money, they seek some carer for their children. This is why I'm the from proposition team, and I raised three main arguments to support my topic to my proposition team, which I will mention soon. The first argument is a good education that every parent wants, that dressed by me, and the second argument is a safe learning environment is raised by design, and the third argument, personal attention from the teacher, raised by Chathon, and the conclusion is raised by Kim Lee. In the meantime, I would like to explain my first argument. There are options for to choose private school and public school for their kids. Every parent wants the best for their kids. Even a person educating is one of the most important aspects in determining whether or not they will find out if it become to a productive member of society. Education is so important. We need to look at the goals of school to find out if they are a difficult one. Private school is the better choice than public school. For many reasons, private school encourages is a strong quality teaching and encourages a higher education learning in high with the rampant of bullying. I think private schools are better and have more advantages than public school. There are upside and downside to other material. The benefit of private school is they have a smaller class size and the better teacher for students. Private school has a high standard for discipline and respect to another one. According to 1, 2, 3 Happy Call, said there are 32% of parents agree to send their kids to private school because it has a greatly improve student performance and brighter experience, and the last is achievement in the higher lesson. Students will also have more individual attention students and motivated by the teacher to help us in the study. The last but not least, parents would also have more opportunities to get involved, have with their kids' education. That's every parent's want. Private school has flexible teaching methods for students to do better. And there are many advantages for students. By all the list, I have pressed for us for it so far that private schools are better than public schools. That's why I'm here to strongly agree for this topic. Thanks.
Bye.
Hello, Danae. Can I ask you one question? You said that private school is the best choice for the student, but why there are lots of students study at public school?
Thanks for your question. Because sometimes their parents don't have enough money to pay for their education, and sometimes their parents don't care careful about her children. Sometimes they think they can choose for schools, every school like private school or public school, what every parent wants. That they think is the good for their child.
Good. First of all, I would like to pay my hardest respect to teacher and all my beloved classmates. My name is Kun Sakeng. I am 18 years old. I am the leader of the opposite team. I do not agree with the idea of the proposition team. Today, I'm going to tell you the topic called private school is better than public school. Before I start to explain to my topic, we all need to know the keyword first. In agreement with Oxford Dictionary, private school means that the school that receives no money from the government and where the education of the student is paid for by their parents. And conforming to Cambridge Dictionary, public school means that a free school supported by taxes and managed by representative. And present to Macmillan Dictionary, school means that the place where the children go to be taught. Everyone, do you think private school is better than public school? In my opinion, I think that public school is better than private school. Do you know why I say like that? If you want to know it clearly, you must pay attention to listen to our axiom. There are three axioms. The first axiom is about no need to pay money for school, present by me. Second axiom is about public school teacher is better than private school teacher, present by Swanrod. And the third axiom is about disadvantages of private school, present by Superior, and conclusion, present by Ju. Now, don't waste our time anymore. Let's go to my axiom. My axiom is about no need to pay money for school. We know that when we study at public school, we don't need to pay money for school, and study at public school is easier than study at private school. Moreover, when we study at public school, we don't need to spend much money to buy something such as food, drink, and more. And it is inexpensive to buy. Especially, it is good for the people who are poor and they don't have enough money to pay for school. According to a major study, National Center of the Education Statistics, public school teachers tend to be more qualified than their independent school, and counterpart in terms of experience and education. For example, they have more master degree, and they can teach how to use computer in the classroom too. And I still strongly disagree with the topic that said private school is better than public school. Thank you.
Excuse me, I have one question to ask you. You say that public schools are better than private schools, right? But why are you study at private school and English? Even I have seen you study at private school.
Why? Thank you for your question. There are lots of reasons that make me to study at private school. First, it is far away from my house and it wastes a lot of time to go to the public school, and this is the reason that make me to study at private school. Thank you. Bye.
First thing first, I would like to pay my high respect to the teachers and hello opposition team, and together they are here. My name is Bisay and I'm a second speaker of preposition team, and my argument is about private school have safe environment. As we all know that private schools are safe for parents to bring their kids to come to school, and the students that study in public school are far safer than students that study in public school. Why do you think private schools are safer environment than public school? Ladies and gentlemen, the school understand that parents are entrusting their most precious position to them when they send the kids off to school. On the other hand, in order for children learn properly, and they must feel comfortable as they do at home. Even according to Mr. Bui Meng Lee also said that private schools are safer environment than public school because private schools have the spread rule, make children intelligent, don't make children independent all the time, have internal security for teaching, providing knowledge, and have a good discipline as for 3 classrooms. Also comfortable for students that study in private school. Compared to public school, I think public school there aren't some for students because private schools are obviously architect to them. The teacher don't care much about the student, and as private school, public school don't have enough properly equipment to study, and they are high-tech because public school don't have a cleaner like private school. So it's make public school in our class is unclean, and in each class have a lot of many students that study. So it's make very noise. It's make very noise to study, and I think it's make difficult to the students that they want to study. That make they difficult to learn and reduce the situation explanation from the teacher. Finally, I'm standing here to disagree my argument that why private schools are better than public schools because of those factors. Thank you.
Bye.
Hello, Bisay. Can I ask you one question? Why are the principal of private schools still choose public school teachers to teach their learner in private school?
Bye.
Thank you for your question, opposition team. Because the teacher needs more salary for his or her family, that why the teacher from private school come to teach at public school because of in private school because of the reason.
Bye.
Good morning, teacher, and hello, all my classmates. My name is Sofran Rawat. I'm from opposition team. My argument is talk about public school teacher is better than private school teacher. In our society nowadays, every polite both in province or in the city can study everywhere, depend on the willingness they are rich or poor. However, their learning and education they get still same full of accurate, even short. The accessory not modern as much as the student in the private school. We all agree that teacher public school is better. If you think you know teacher in private school come from the public school. If you think public school teacher is bad. Why the principal of private school still choose teacher in public school to teach their learner? Just like our school, for example, in Khmer high school, a lot of teachers come from the public school. That's why public school teachers are better. If we compare between private school teacher and public school teacher, public school teacher without thinking the accessory. Without thinking about the modern accessory, public school teachers are still the best. Public school teacher must meet all state certification requirements. If you don't believe about it, then just think about the education system in the Finland. Based on the best website, have none that education in Finland are free and fair as anything. In this advantageous society, there are no tuition fees and even our meals are free. It seems like most of school, public school is the best. You must understood by now that public schools are better than private school. At the end of my speech, I strongly disagree with this statement. Thank you.
Hello, one question. You said that teachers at public school better than private school, but why some students said that teacher can explain in detail like they teach at private school, students don't like it?
Thank you for your question, because sometimes the students don't have confidence to ask the teacher. Thank you.
Good morning, teacher, and hello everyone here. I'm a member of the position team. I'm actually talk about personal attention from the teacher. As we have heard, private schools and public schools is cost to their children to attend. Schools is a warehouse for general knowledge for training students. From one general action to another to become human. Research in response to national development. According to Oski's accounts, private schools is a good choice because private schools have a good education and care in learning because when the student don't understand, teacher can explain because teacher who takes in the private schools have a real time to explain teach students. According to Midway Schools, Midway Schools is a private school. In the schools have a cleaners, have a good education, teacher attention. When the students don't come to school, teacher call to a parent. When a student sick, teacher try to call their parent. So private schools is a teacher take care for their children. So private schools are still parent cost. Public schools when teacher don't come to take some students may leave the schools or run away from school to visit another place without the permission of the teacher or the principals. The most students don't release full education when students in the action teacher or student to call and ask about students like in private schools. Finally, I am here. I feel I am strongly to the topic. Thank you.
Hello, Chanton. You say that when the student who study at private school don't come to school. Why I see some students study at private school still don't care about their learning and don't come to school.
Thank you for your question, Brother Manaro. You can't avoid to undo the private schools because our students don't care about their study and some students don't come to schools because sometimes the student has problem or an accident like Sister David.
Good morning, teacher, and hello everyone. I'm from Group 3 with opposition team. 1. Disadvantage of private school. Private schools are expensive. Most people do not have to send their people to private school. And this misunderstand too by notice family who say that it is expensive to send their children to private school. And local mainly say that it is that public school that have helped people in the past to understand and not sure that a private school has modern things, but he said that public school also have good things too. There are more students to private school, and there are many other children that until some teacher there to change subject with money, and I am not something that some school to do to something that some school to not plan attention to learn to ask the phone impact on the private school. Inflation have account to the Cambodia victory of attention. Thank you.
I have question to ask you. You say that private school is expensive, but some parents always look for private school to strengthen for children to study hard. Even it costs a lot of money, but he takes some care for their children. Why?
Thank you your question. Parents give their children to study at private school because it is near their home and it doesn't spend much time to go to school.
Good morning, teacher. Hello, everyone. My name is Ian Lee. I'm from Proposition 2. And I am the last and the talk about a conclusion. The first question, Father the said, public school are far away from home, but he study at a private school. If he is a sponsor of public school, then they have some kind of time to study at a public school. And the second question, the one said the student don't have confidence to ask the teacher. In fact, the teacher in public school don't care about the student. In conclusion, I still agree with our topic that private school is better than public school. According to the argument of my team member mentioned above, I agree with first argument that a good education is what parent everyone wants. It is true that our parents, if they are successful, they will send their children to the private school. What parents don't want their children to study at a comfortable and well-educated place because they are originally at the private school and they will send their children to study at a private school. By students can assume the learning environment. In fact, according to the can assume of course private school are suffer than public school because in private school there are super rules. Teacher take care about students has a big class and a good teacher. Third achievement is personal attention from the teacher. It is true that teacher in private school are more care about students than public school teacher. Private school teacher are watching us, expecting us, and when we don't know, we can ask questions to him. And private school teacher has homework and exercise for students to know more. Overall, on the topic and achievement, I keep saying that private school is better than public school. As you all know, private school is better than public school. You study at a private school. As they think private school, as they think public school is better than private school, they will study at a public school. Thank you.
Good morning, teacher, and hello everyone. I'm Itu. I'm from opposition team. I have a conclusion. I still disagree with the topic view that private school is better than public school. You said that many students study at public school because of they don't have enough money to pay for school. But I see some students, their parents have enough money to pay for school and they still study at public school. According to the argument, of my team member mentioned about, as some parents have no money to send their children to private school, to poverty, they send their children to public school, nor does it mean that public schools are only for poor. In a society today, every student in the province or city can study anywhere, depending on their whether rich or poor. However, their education and the accurate even towards the facilities are not as modern as those of private school. Students using my high school teacher between private school teacher and public school teacher. Regardless modern material, public school teacher and not different. They just have a rule in teaching different schools. Some teachers they are to take subject with a little money. Discuss some students who love their knowledge and not be able to continue their studies as well as other students. Finally, I still do not support to sending your child to a private school.